we're talking about adjusting your audience. Who are you talking to on your social media and in your particular posts? You might say, I adjust everybody. We have, seniors, we have babies, we have high school kids, we have all of these different people in our practice. I want to talk to all of them on our social media. So if that is you, if you adjust everybody, I would like to give you some tips on how you can narrow that in to who are you talking to on your social media and who are you talking to on one specific post. So I would like to say, when we plan out the topics of what we are going to be sharing, you can have different topics for different people. Clearly, prenatal and pediatric posts are not going to be for everybody. Clearly, if you're talking about arthritis awareness, that's not going to be necessarily niched down towards pregnant moms. So plan out so that if you see everybody in your office, all of your plans, you cover everybody so that you're cycling through information for them on a regular basis. But then think about on a post, how are you being specifically talking to one group of people, one person in that particular post? So if it is tongue ties for newborns, talk directly to that parent. Think about someone in particular and talk to them. If you're talking to young athletes, picture one in particular and talk to them in that post. Because what we want is for people to have their emotions moved with storytelling, and they want to feel that you know them and that they can trust and like and know and respect you for the authority that you bring on that topic, which is near and dear to them. How do we do that? Well, some of it is using specific words that they would use, choices of language. And I'm not saying get all trendy, because I have younger siblings and I realize that I should not try to use current language trends, cliches, lingo. It doesn't work. But what I mean is, when you are identifying with that person and you're speaking directly to them, maybe if it's an athlete, you're explaining things to them in a friendly, down-to-earth way, where if you were speaking to someone who is older, you might use more stats and numbers and get more analytical. You know your audience, talk directly to that one person in that post. We want to stir emotions, like I said. So what things stir that person's emotions? What do they care about? That young athlete, I bet they care about their sport. So speak about that, speak to them. If it's grandparents, then yes, speak to them about what they care about and what is important to them in their life. So how do you find out what words they use? We pay attention, and we keep a notebook or notes on your phone where you can use specific language choices, especially if it's outside of your chiropractic realm. Comments that they are leaving on Facebook, Instagram, news articles or blog posts that you see certain phrases and words that you want to use, their own words in your testimonials and your reviews. If you can use those verbs, use those adjectives, and speak them back to your ideal person and your ideal person for that post in particular, then that is a wonderful way of making them feel seen and heard. So we don't want to just speak to everybody. To kind of recap, we don't want to speak to just everybody on our social media. We want to make sure that we are talking to our different categories of people with their different categories of needs, and that each post is spoken specifically to somebody. Really think of a particular person, a particular patient, or a family member in that age range or category that you would want to talk to, and just talk directly to them. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments or send me an email, jenna@adjustyourmedia.com, and I'd love to help you out.